was part of the Vietnam tour with Edventure in 2025. It's an amazing trip of what the students can encounter, and seeing the growth that they go through from when they first arrive. When we first arrived into Ho Chi Minh City, there was a lot of trepidation and anxieties from most of the boys. It's really amazing to see the change that they have gone through during the entirety of the trip. And the longer the trip goes, we've seen that their interpersonal skills increase exponentially. And by the end of it, they're navigating their way around the city completely. They're actually discussing and asking questions of local Vietnamese people. And as I said, the way that they actually communicate with each other and work in small teams is incredible to see. And they definitely, even in a short window of 11 days, they're very different students who got off the plane who are going back on it back home.
The thing that surprised me the most while teaching the Vietnamese kids English is that they're really curious about a new language, from people coming from another land to see them, and everything's so different to them and also to us. So that's affected a lot of ways that I saw my culture and how I saw Vietnam, is that we have a lot more resources, and some of us may be a lot more privileged than these kids, especially in their communities. They're able to find a lot of happiness just by, being with their friends, coming to school every day, socializing, which is a lot of a different type of happiness than our material form. And I think that's the purest form and the best form of happiness there could ever be. I think going back, this trip has really enlightened me about the world in general. It's not just about what you see at school, what you see with your friends, what in your city, but this trip has really opened my eyes about everybody in the world and their standards of living, and how we need to be really cautious and raise awareness about that.
Definitely the most eye-opening, surprising thing I've learned about the Vietnamese culture over here is probably its rich history. Really, we saw just all the things that all the battles, all the civil wars. We learned about the French occupation over here, and of course the more recent Vietnam War, or as they know it here, the American War, which Australia fought in. Another unexpected lesson I'm bringing home is how the trip redefined my understanding of friendship and community. In Vietnam, I saw how deeply people value connection, whether sharing stories over pho with strangers who felt like family, or watching neighbours work together effortlessly during the reunification day celebration. It made me reflect on the friendships and relationships I have back home. Vietnam taught me that community isn't built on grand gestures, but on moments where someone says, "Don't worry, I'll show you how." Would never have known about the history here if I hadn't have come. It's something I've definitely overlooked until now, but it's been a really good learning experience.
The learnings that the students gain from being in Vietnam is wonderful as well. Slowly through time you see them engage. We have them teaching songs that we sing back home, and then we learn Vietnamese words and try to communicate with them back while we're here. There's definitely some incredible advantages on coming on a trip in Vietnam, and just becoming more worldly in general for these students is always a big goal for us. So I would highly recommend coming on board and coming to the trip.